Glory to God the Father and Son Yeshua Messiah. Ezekiel chapter 10. The Lord's glory over the threshold. Then I looked, and suddenly, on the dome over the heads of the cherubim, there appeared above them something like sapphire that seemed to take the form of a throne. He spoke to the man clothed in linen. He said, "Go in between the wheels under the cherubim, fill both your hands with fiery coals from between the cherubim, and throw them on the city." As I watched, he went. Now the cherubim were standing to the right of the house when the man entered, and the cloud filled the inner courtyard. The glory of Adonai rose from above the cherub to the threshold of the house, leaving the house filled with the cloud and the courtyard full of the brilliance of Adonai's glory. The sound of the wings of the cherubim could be heard even in the outer courtyard, sounding like the voice of God, Shaddai, when he speaks. When he ordered the man clothed in linen to take fire from between the wheels, from between the cherubim, he went in and stood next to a wheel. And the cherub put out his hand from between the cherubim into the fire between the cherubim, took some of it, and put it in the hands of the one clothed in linen, who took it and went out. Now there appeared among the cherubim the form of a man's hand under their wings. Wheels and the cherubim. I looked and saw 4 wheels next to the cherubim, one wheel next to one cherub and another wheel next to another cherub. The wheels had the color of beryl. Their shape was the same for all 4, like a wheel inside a wheel. When they moved, they could go in any of the 4 directions without turning as they moved. Rather, wherever the head looked, they followed without turning as they moved. Their whole bodies, including their backs, hands and wings, and also the wheels, were full of eyes all around, even the wheels of the 4 cherubim. As for the wheels, I heard them called the wheel apparatus. Every one of the cherubim had 4 faces. The first face was the face of a cherub, the second face was the face of a man, the third the face of a lion, and the fourth the face of an eagle. Then the cherubim rose. These were the living creatures I had seen by the Kebar River. When the cherubim moved, the wheels went with them, and when the cherubim lifted their wings to rise off the ground, these wheels did not stop going with them. When the cherubim stood still, the wheels stood still, and when the former rose, the latter rose with them, because the spirit of the living creatures was in them. Now the glory of Adonai left the threshold of the house and halted above the cherubim. The cherubim lifted their wings and rose off the earth. I was watching as they went off with the wheels next to them. They paused at the entrance to the east gate of Adonai's house, with the glory of the God of Israel over them, from above. This was the living creature I had seen beneath the God of Israel by the Kebar River, so I knew they were cherubim. Each of the 4 had 4 faces, and each had 4 wings, and what looked like a man's hands was under their wings. As for how their faces looked, they were the faces I had seen by the Kebar River, identical in appearance. Each one moved straight ahead.